Every person born into this world arrives with a spark, a seed of potential quietly planted within their soul. But far too often, we lose sight of that purpose as we grow up, burdened by expectations, societal pressures, and the distractions of daily life. Many wander through the years like ships without a compass, unsure where they are headed or why they're even on this journey at all. But let me tell you this, your purpose is not hidden in the clouds. It is within you, waiting patiently to be discovered, embraced, and brought to life. Discovering your true purpose in life is not an external treasure hunt. It is an inward excavation. It is the moment when your talents, your passions, and your values align like stars and point you towards something greater than yourself. This realization doesn't always come with fanfare or flashing signs. Sometimes it arrives as a quiet whisper in your heart, a sudden realization during solitude, or a persistent feeling that you were made for more. And once you start listening to that voice, your life begins to transform. So how do we begin this journey of discovering our purpose? It starts with self-awareness. You must look within and ask yourself, what makes my heart race with excitement? What brings me a deep sense of fulfillment? What would I continue to do even if I didn't get paid for it? These questions are not simple, but the answers are clues, breadcrumbs on your path. Reflecting on your strengths, your natural inclinations, and the moments in life that have moved you most deeply can help illuminate your purpose. Often, purpose is born through pain. Challenges refine us. They don't break us, they mold us. When we go through hardships, they leave behind lessons. And from those lessons come passions. If you suffered, overcome, and grown, then you've gained a perspective that someone else in the world desperately needs. Your wounds could be someone else's survival guide. And that alone can be a powerful purpose. To use your life struggles to uplift others. Let me share with you the story of a man whose life demonstrates this truth with powerful clarity. Jim Abbott. Jim was born without a right hand. From the very beginning, he was counted out, underestimated, and told what he couldn't do. But his heart knew otherwise. As a child, Jim fell in love with baseball, a game that demanded two hands, one to pitch, one to catch. And yet, he dared to dream. He didn't let his limitation define him. Instead, he redefined what was possible. Jim taught himself to switch his glove from his pitching hand to his left hand in a split second after throwing the ball. He practiced relentlessly, failed often, but refused to quit. Jim Abbott went on to become a major league pitcher, playing for teams like the New York Yankees and the California Angels. In 1993, he pitched a no-hitter, a game where the opposing team failed to get a single hit. Think about that. A man with one hand achieving something most two-handed players only dream of. That was not luck. That was purpose. Jim knew he was born to inspire. His story, his perseverance, and his determination gave hope to thousands of people with disabilities and reminded us all that limitations exist only in the mind. His life teaches us that our greatest weaknesses can become our greatest strengths if we refuse to be defined by them. Your story may not be the same, but your power is no less. You have been shaped by your experiences. You have gifts that no one else has in the way that only you can deliver them. Whether your gift is the ability to teach, lead, create, heal, or inspire, embrace it. Because someone, somewhere, needs exactly what you have to offer. So take a step back from the noise of the world. Reflect. Listen to that inner voice. Write down what brings you alive. Remember the things you loved as a child. The moments when time seemed to disappear. The activities that made you feel whole. These are signposts guiding you to your true purpose. This path won't always be easy, and there will be times of doubt. But stay the course. When you live in alignment with your purpose, you don't just exist, you come alive. Once you've caught a glimpse of your purpose, the next step is choosing to live in alignment with it. This is where many falter, because knowing your purpose is not enough. You must commit to it, nurture it, and protect it fiercely. The world is full of distractions, comfort, comparison, fear. These things can pull you off course. That's why intention is crucial. Living with purpose means making conscious decisions every day that move you closer to who you were meant to be. Intentional living is not reserved for the elite or the lucky. It's a discipline that anyone can cultivate. It means saying yes to the right things and no to everything that doesn't serve your growth. It's about designing your life, not drifting through it. You must choose your environment, your influences, your habits, and your time with care. Because what surrounds you shapes you. Many people confuse purpose with a profession. But purpose is not what you do, it's why you do it. You can be a teacher, an artist, a doctor, a parent, or even a janitor, and live with powerful purpose. It's not the title that matters, it's the impact. Purpose is about contribution. It's about giving the world something that only you can give. Even in small ways, you can make a lasting difference. A smile, a kind word, a brave decision, they all count. If you look at every great leader, thinker, or world changer, you'll find a common thread: they live with purpose. Think about Nelson Mandela. He could have lived a comfortable life as a lawyer, but his purpose pulled him into the fight for justice. He endured 27 years in prison, yet emerged not with bitterness, but with a vision for reconciliation and unity. His purpose was greater than his pain. And because of that, he changed the course of a nation. The beauty of purpose is that it often begins in the quiet, unglamorous corners of life. It begins when you stop chasing approval and start chasing authenticity. When you begin to align your actions with your core values. When you dare to listen to that deeper calling, even when it's inconvenient. There is no shortcut to living with purpose, but there is reward. The kind that fills your soul, the kind that brings peace. Even when life is hard, clarity comes through action. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Start where you are. Do what you can with what you have. Take small steps each day. Serve someone. Learn something new. Express your passion. And be consistent. The road may seem long, but each step brings you closer. And along the way, you'll discover more about who you are and what you're here for. You will also face resistance. Not everyone will understand your journey. Some will mock it. Others will doubt you. That's okay. Your purpose is not up for approval. It is sacred. Protect it. Be patient with it. Sometimes it may evolve. That's part of the process. Stay open, but stay true. You weren't meant to follow someone else's script. You were meant to write your own dot. As you grow in your purpose, you'll begin to inspire others. Not by what you say, but by how you live. That's the real magic of purpose. It multiplies. When you live fully, you give others permission to do the same. You break chains. You lift burdens. You become a light in someone else's darkness. And that, more than anything else, makes life meaningful. As your journey deepens, you begin to see your life not just as a series of days, but as a story, one that you're writing every moment. Your purpose gives your story meaning. It brings coherence to the chaos, strength to the struggle, and direction to the drift. And when you live it fully, you leave behind more than memories. You leave a legacy. Purpose is not about perfection. It's about progression. It's about showing up, even when you feel unprepared. It's about giving your best, even when you're afraid. Every small, consistent act of living on purpose builds a life of significance. You won't always feel motivated, but when you're anchored in purpose, you won't need to be. Purpose becomes your compass. It fuels your discipline. It reminds you why you began in the first place. Many people spend their lives climbing ladders only to realize too late that the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. Don't let that be your story. Don't wait until retirement to pursue meaning. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the stars to align. Your life is happening now, and your purpose is waiting for you to claim it. Jim Abbott, the one-handed baseball player, didn't know at first that his journey would inspire millions. He just loved the game. He committed to it, and that commitment revealed something larger than himself. In the same way, your daily choices will one day form your legacy. Your consistent courage, your quiet integrity, your compassionate actions, they matter more than you know. Your life may touch more people than you will ever meet. A child may look up to you. A friend may find hope in your resilience. A stranger may remember your kindness. This is the ripple effect of purpose. You don't have to change the world to live a meaningful life. You just have to live authentically, fully, and with intention. And when the day comes that you look back on your life, it won't be the things you owned or the titles you held that bring peace. It will be the lives you touched, the moments you made count, and the way you lived true to who you really were. That is the reward of purpose. That is the measure of a life well lived. So rise each morning with clarity, move through the day with gratitude, and sleep each night with the satisfaction of knowing that you are becoming who you were born to be. You were not created to live in confusion or fear. You were created to shine, to contribute, to uplift. Let your life be a light. Let your story be a testimony. And let your purpose be the legacy you leave behind.